Jassim, middle school, English department, grade 9, English revision. I'm with you, the English teacher, Raed Al-Jarrah. Our objectives today are to identify parts of the exam paper, to demonstrate how to deal with all of the questions in the exam paper, and to give some examples. As you know, our exam is divided into 4 sections. The first one, writing strategies, the listening, reading passage, and word knowledge. We will start with part 1, listening part. Now I will give you some directions that all the students must take care in their consideration before they start answering the questions of the listening exam. The first one, if you cannot hear the audio clearly, let a member of staff know straight away. So please, my dear students, don't hesitate to raise your hand and tell your teacher that you can't hear properly before you start, and it's better to test it before you start the real exam. Check the sound to be clear and smooth. Number 2, listen for the specific information you want. I advise all my students to read the questions first, take some notes, and take some hints. Once you read the question, this will help you to know what you are going to listen and what the answer could be. Try and anticipate what the speaker will say. This will require concentration. So please, my students, concentrate on what the speaker is going to say and be careful to take your notes. Number 4, don't worry if there is a word you don't understand. You may not need it to use it. You may not need to use it. So sometimes maybe you can't get or you can't take all the meaning of the word. It's okay, don't worry. Keep on listening, and maybe that word is not that very important to help you answering these questions. Number 5, if you do not know the answer to a question, attempt it, but don't waste time. Move quickly on to the next one. What I want to say about this bullet here, know that all the questions are put in order, in sequence. What does it mean? At the beginning of once the speaker starts saying anything, conversation or any information, the first question will be on the first part. If you can't answer it, keep on with the speaker. Don't stop by waiting that answer, because the speaker will not stop. So keep on listening and don't waste your time on a question you don't know its answer. Number 6, don't panic. Don't panic if you think the topic is too difficult or the speaker is too fast. Relax and listen. What I want you to be comfortable during the exam. Relax. Don't panic. Don't get afraid or frightened that maybe you miss some of the information or some of the questions. Number 7, write and listen at the same time. I want you to be able to write, take notes, circle the correct answer, and keep listening to what the speaker is going to continue saying. Attempt all questions. There are no penalties for incorrect answers. Teachers are afraid of students who leave empty answers. Please be careful. Please be careful. Don't leave empty answers. Circle any possible one, even if you are not sure, even if you don't know the answer. Circle any of the letters A, B, C, D. Maybe you can get it by chance. Please don't leave empty answers. Circle all the possible letters. And finally, check your answer. Before you supply your paper, try to check all all the answers, that you answer all the questions. Make sure that you answer all the questions. Now, part 2, writing strategies and mechanics. In this part, we will have different questions that cover most of the materials that we studied in Unit 1 and Unit 2. As you see here, which word is spelled correctly? What does it mean? This means that we have only one of these letters, A, B, C, or D, is it written correctly? And as you see, the correct answer is B. Which word is best used to replace the underlined one? Here the underlined one is a linking word. He left the house late, so he missed his bus to school. The correct answer that could be used to replace the word so is therefore, because we have a reason with expected result. Choose the word that belongs in the blanks. Here we have a question about a phrasal verb. She should be sure. Her son will not. The correct answer, let her down. Let her down. Its meaning disappoint her. Number 4, choose the word that belongs in the blank. This meal consists. The correct answer consists of meat, rice, and vegetables. Phrasal verb again. Now here we have to circle the opposite of the underlined word. Here we have something called, we taught you before, prefix, the letters that are added before the word, or suffix, the letters that are added to the end of the word. Here we have to find the opposite of the word correct, which is incorrect. And the correct answer is D. Here we have to choose a synonym for one of the words that we have the closest meaning. Salih bought many stuff for the drawing. For example, paper, pens, and rulers. The correct answer, for example, its synonym is, for instance, B. Here we have to choose the word that has the same sound. This is called homophone. When we have two words have the same sound but different spelling, homophone. And the correct answer for the word weight is weight. How much does it weigh? Here again we have about spelling mistakes. Which word is spelled correctly? And the correct answer is easygoing. The barbecue turned out changed to be a disaster. The meaning of this phrasal verb, turned out, is changed, turned to be. Again another question with the linking word, which is very, very important. The players trained hard, however, they lost the match. Here we have a reason with unexpected result. However, again we come back to the homophone. Adnan thanked his son for good full mark. The homophone for the word son is the star of sun, number C, letter C. Here we have to choose with the correct word that belongs in the blank. If our team wins, they will play in the correct prefix and the correct word, semi-final. D. Linking word again. I lost my keys, therefore I broke the lock. And this is a linking word, links a reason with expected result. Here about present simple, Water consists of H2O. And the phrasal verb in the same way. Consists of. Now here we have to replace the word incorrect with its opposite, and its answer B, correct. He has got many incorrect answers, therefore he failed in the exam. We come to part 3, reading part. Now again I will give you some reading directions that I hope all of my students listen to it. Look out for the title, heading, and any special features such as capital letters, underlining, italics, figures, graphs, and tables. Number 2, make sure that you understand the questions and follow instructions carefully. Please, I advise all my students to read the questions very carefully and then go back to read the text. Pay attention to timing. Be careful to the time. Don't spend too long on one passage or question, as you will have 2 passages. Do not try and read everywhere. Remember, you are reading for a purpose. It's not necessary to understand every single word. If you do not know the answer to a question, attempt it, but don't waste time. Move quickly on to the next one. Number 6, don't panic if you don't know anything about the subject of the text. All the answers can be found in the text. Next, number 7, check your spelling. Attempt all questions again. I remind you not to leave empty answers. There are no penalties for incorrect answers. And finally, make sure that you answer all the questions. Check your answers. My dear students, you will have 2 passages. The first one, you will read the following passage, then answer the questions that follow. As you see here, we have this text, and that is followed by some answer related to that one. Try to read it carefully. Be sure to understand the purpose of the general writing. Get the general meaning of every separate paragraph, but don't panic if you do not know the meaning of every single word. After you finish reading, you move to the questions that are related. For example, what did the writer notice while he was walking? And if you read that one, the correct answer will be B. And then, where did the writer find the pairs? And again, the correct answer is B. And finally, after every 2 questions, you will have something to be written. Where did they go to get the pairs back? And here, the correct answer is to the police station. This is an example of the reading text. Now we come to part 4, writing section. Here I'll explain you how to write an informal or a formal letter. It's about formal letters. Writing formal letters. We write formal letters applying the following layout, using formal style and language. Formal letters have 5 parts: the heading, the greeting, the body, the closure, and the signature. We start with the first one, the heading. The heading includes your address and the date. It's in the upright corner. Write the heading in the upper right hand corner, like this. This is where we write the address of the sender of the letter. We start from the smallest to the biggest, then it's followed by the date. Then the greeting. Usually begins with the word dear sir or dear madam. It's followed by a comma. For example, like this. We skip 1 or 2 lines, then followed by the greeting, dear sir, dear madam, followed by a comma, as you see here. Body. The thoughts and ideas you want to share. Key paragraphs short for essay reading, for easy reading, sorry. Introduction, discussion, and conclusion. In the introduction, you write the purpose of writing that letter. In the discussion, you explain more and more. In the conclusion part, you thank the recipient of the letter and ask for getting information soon. For example, I'm writing you this letter requesting you to appear on the TV program and having my bedroom redecorated. Then we explain what the things that you want to change, and we come to the last part, the conclusion. I look forward to hearing from you soon. This is an example of the body. First, second, third paragraph. And we come to the closure. Common closing words used faithfully. And this is a complete example of a formal letter. Signature. For friendly letters, your first name is usually enough. This is related to friendly letters and informal letters. Like this. Now here, if you are asked to present, I will present you a sample of writing argumentative essay. Usually, in writing an argumentative essay, we have 4 paragraphs. Introduction, advantages, disadvantages, and the conclusion.